Hi, my name's Kathy and I played basketball for Australia for 7 or 8 years in the 1980s, went to 2 World Championships, went to the 1984 Olympics and played in the WNBL and was MVP 3 times. I still would have considered myself a swimmer, I suppose, for most of high school, and then I just loved the game and we just played in the local roster here at Moona. When I was grade 9 or 10, I started to get selected in some teams and I didn't make my first state team that I went for. I was a reserve, so I missed out on the first team. I think that probably made me more determined to give it a go the next year, and then I was selected and went to nationals and age groups and did quite well. From then I think I decided it was a lot easier than swimming, so I decided that basketball was going to be the go. I wanted to stay in Tassie and I was the only one in the Australian team when I made it that wasn't playing in the WNBL. So I played in the men's competition in Hobart for a while, but I played in my husband's team. He was playing in A grade as well. We were really, really lucky in that women's basketball got great media support. When we got in, we changed our name quite frequently, but when we got into the WNBL, we had great media support, we had great community support, we had lots of people come and watch, and then after about 4 or 5 years we actually made the grand final, and then we were in the final for 3 years in a row. It was pretty amazing. I was a little old girl from New Norfolk, and I remember the first trip when we actually went to China. We were one of the first non-Asian women's teams allowed in China. So when we arrived in China, there was pretty rural, it was pretty different to home. I think grassroots basketball at the moment is really taking off as well, so I think there is an interest in basketball. This Bloodlines project has been something that's been wonderful actually, to relive some memories, recontact people that you haven't seen for quite some time, and to try and say, well, basketball is a great sport and let's get out there and play. It seems to be really taking off again and there's interest. Now there's a lot of kids that are sort of deciding that they'll have a go and play. Lots of jack jumpers out there, I'd say, and the best way to become a good jack jumper is go and watch the jack jumpers when they play.